Hi everyone, welcome back to the podcast, where you send questions and we give you advice. We're your hosts for today's show. I'm Uma.
I'm Peyton.
And I'm Elise.
And today we're focusing on what happens at the dinner table and how the communal experience of eating can be both positive and negative.
You guys sent us your questions and concerns. So first up is Miriam from Afghanistan. She says, earlier this week while my husband and I were eating dinner, he claimed that I had undercooked his rice once again. He then mocked me and accused me of lying. He took me outside to, quote, give me a taste of my own medicine, end quote, and proceeded to feed me rocks. Then he said, quote, good, now you know what your rice tastes like. Now you know what you've given me in this marriage. Bad food and nothing else, end quote. I don't know if my husband was justified in doing that or why he did it at all. Are all of our meals going to be like this? If so, what do I do?
Based on your husband's actions and words when you eat together, it seems like you guys are having some problems in your relationship. Typically, eating together with your spouse is a positive experience, not one including mocking and harsh actions.
The best option may be to take some time apart from each other and then reconvene to talk about what's going on. Starting a conversation about what he finds you aren't contributing to the relationship may be a good starting place.
As for whether or not he's justified in making you eat rocks, I would say that's pretty rash of him and would normally be considered abusive. But we understand that separation may not be an option for someone in your situation, so you may just consider directly addressing the issue and explaining exactly how you feel to your husband.
Our next question comes from Rachel Green from New York City. She said, my friends and I have a meeting place at this little coffee shop called Central Perk, and that's one of the only times we all get to see each other at the same time since we're all so busy. However, that time is very limited. We only see each other for about 5 minutes every day. I wish we could spend more time together. Do you have any advice for me? What can I do to be able to spend more time with them? It's just so hard considering all of our schedules are so different.
It seems like you guys just need to sit down and schedule time where you can all eat a full meal together. Maybe like twice a month you guys can all go out to dinner together. That way you'll have more than just your time at coffee shop to converse with one another, and you're actually able to have a full conversation and catch up with one another.
The next question we received is all the way from Britain, from a teenager named Harry Potter. He says, every time I eat with my friend's family, the Weasleys, the atmosphere is very nice and I feel at home with them. On the other hand, whenever I eat with my aunt and uncle, things are always tense and uncomfortable. It seems like they might not value dinner time as much as the Weasleys do. Is there anything I can do or change to make things better?
If you find that your aunt and uncle don't engage in conversation or enjoy eating meals together, you may want to try replicating the positive conversations and meals you've had at the Weasleys.
This could help foster an overall better environment with your family and may even improve both your relationship and meals with them.
This question comes from Zeke, who lives in New Mexico. He says, after my friend shared his passion for theater, I wasn't afraid to head to lunch and share my passion too. Some of the kids around me shared theirs too, but there were many other students who told us we had to stick to the status quo. They said that if we wanted to be cool, we couldn't go against their norms, and that we had to conform to what everyone else around us was doing. I don't regret sharing my love for baking, and I don't want to have to hide it, but I also want to have friends to sit with at lunch. What do I do?
The lunchroom can be a scary and intimidating place, but you shouldn't be afraid to share your interests with others. You may find other people who have similar passions as well.
You don't need to alter your personality and likes just to fit in. If your friends are truly your friends, they'll support your passions no matter what.
The next question comes from Layla, also living in Afghanistan. She says, I've been eating dinner at my crush's house for a while now, and every time I go over there, the atmosphere is very nice, much nicer than even at my own house. The meals are great, and conversation's always flow. His parents and I even get along well. Is this a good sign? Could he possibly like me back?
Your situation seems very positive. When eating with others, interactions like flowing conversations and politeness can be good signs of how well everyone gets along.
If these things are happening every time you eat with your crush and you're invited back, I would say that there is a chance he could like you. Keep initiating these positive meals as an attempt to get closer to him, and things could have a good chance of turning out well for you.
Overall, I think we can all agree that mealtime is about more than just food. Depending on how you interact with the people you're around, it can influence your relationships. Mealtime is a communal activity that can foster both positive and negative relationships.
We're your hosts, Uma, Elise, and Peyton. Thanks for tuning in. See you next week.